Hello everyone, today is the 18th of June. We are on the last trading day of the week. So in this video, we are going to mainly run through our 5 most focused markets: Euro, US dollar, the gold, Nasdaq, WTI, and the Bitcoin. So we're going to share it in 3 simple steps. Number 1, what has happened, what's going to happen, and what is our trading plan, so you can make your own decision whether or not to take out our trading idea as well. So let's kick off with the Euro US dollar. Now for the Euro against the US dollar, I think the first thing we want to know and the first thing we want to understand is that due to the change in the stance of the Federal Reserve, the dollar right now is clearly in a bullish trend, and therefore Euro dollar has fell along with other dollar pairs as well as gold. So right now we are seeing the Euro US dollar fell for 2 straight days in a very steep manner, and now it is already at the bottom of the 2.5 month rising channel, and we are still not seeing much support, or rather the price was not able to rebound, or there wasn't any buyers at all as it reaches the bottom of the channel. But right now within this demand zone, and if we were to pull a Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high, it is currently sitting at 61.8%. Okay, but of course we want to understand 2 things. Number 1 is that it is currently trading within this symmetrical triangle. So as I've mentioned before, it is right at the top of the range. Therefore, there's still a lot of downside that the price can go down. Firstly is the equilibrium level right here, but obviously this level has been broken entirely, and right now it is about to break below this rising channel. So there's a very huge chance that we are going to see the price continue to go down until it reaches the bottom of the symmetrical triangle. So based on what we have previously, from this swing high to this swing low, the price actually reaches the 88.6% Fibonacci retracement. Therefore, we can assume the same thing might happen for this case as well. It goes the same for this swing low to this swing high, where we see the price reaching the 80.6% level. So this time round, we are also going to expect the price to continue to go down into this to the bottom of the symmetrical triangle, and also reaching the 80.6%, which obviously right here we can see a very strong demand zone at the bottom. Alright, just right at the 80.6% level. So for today, I think that we are definitely going to see some pullback because it is Friday, and towards the end of the markets, there's bound to be some major take profits. So therefore, the market may be able to make a stronger pullback this time round. Right now in the 4-hourly time frame, we are still not seeing much support, so we got to wait patiently. First thing, I think we want to wait for the price to goes up, break out of this very small range at this area of consolidation. If it's able to break out of this area, then we can just wait for a pullback, and we can try to go for intraday buy just to buy the pullback. But however, going forward, we actually wanted to go for a sell instead, because of what has already happened. It is obvious to us that the dollar is very bullish. Alright, just like what happened previously at this area. Alright, the price broke below the equilibrium level, right, went all the way up, alright, found resistance at this back at the equilibrium level before it actually goes down. So the same thing could happen this time round. Right now we are actually already at the important demand zone, right, where this is the area where the price broke out of this falling channel. So therefore, I think just for today, okay, we can definitely look to buy. Alright, just look to buy. So like I say, once we have a price rebounded off more strongly, alright, and goes and breaks up out of this few highs, then we can wait for a pullback, alright, hopefully back to this area, and then we can look for a buy. So we just be patient and wait. If it goes up, pulls back, alright, probably somewhere at 1.1920, we'll have a chance to buy again, and the final target will be all the way back into this equilibrium level. If we were to put it out for you, alright, it will be somewhere right here, stop loss just right below, all right, and our take profit will be somewhere at 1.1988. At the most, we'll just look at 1.2 flat. Alright, so that is the trading plan for the Euro US dollar, and once it reaches this level, we'll talk about how we are going to sell it all the way to the bottom of the range. Alright, moving on, we have the gold. Alright, so similarly to Euro dollar, right now the gold is coming out this level. So clearly right now there is some form of a support. Alright, you can see that this is the previous support before the gold actually continues another bullish wave right here. So definitely this is a important level for us to watch out. Again, for gold, just like Euro dollar, I'm also waiting for an opportunity to buy back, alright, as it start to pull back from this very bearish trend. Of course, again, I'm not going to look at any price too high, because the thing is that it has already broke below the equilibrium level. So it is right now in a bearish territory. But however, it has already came down to this level, and again, if it pulls out a Fibonacci, this is at the 61.8%. In fact, it is already a good chance for us to buy, but we just want to wait for a little bit more of a confirmation, and hopefully we'll get a chance to buy again as it pulls back down a little, a better price for us to buy. So let's take a look at the 1 hourly time frame. So in the 1 hourly time frame, we kind of see, we kind of have a double bottom support right here, and then it goes up, right, pulls back a little bit. Right now it is going up again. And look at the 4 hourly time frame, we saw a pretty strong bullish candle here, all right, followed by whatever we call it. And then if this price right here is able to go up further, we want to wait for it to come back down to this region. This will be the region that we specifically want to buy. So that will be somewhere at 1780 to 1785. Right, within this region itself, we want to buy the gold again, and hopefully first level we'll look at this area, right, because this is where the price continues to go down again, and finally we'll come all the way back, right, to the equilibrium level right here, or in fact we might even want to consider somewhere just at the bottom of the previous falling channel here. So the thing is that we can always pull a Fibonacci, okay, from this swing high to this swing low, because this is clearly the entire bearish wave by itself. So actually the 61.8% is also somewhere right here. So there isn't too much for us to actually look into. I mean, for today, if we have the chance, alright, to wait for the price to pull back into this region again, and then we were to buy, and if you are able to take profit at this level, that would already be very fantastic. So if we were to put it out for you, right, if we were to buy somewhere here, stop loss, alright, just at the previous low, and then take profit, alright, mainly we are targeting at this level, 1820. That will be the final level we want to take profit. I think at least for today. Alright, will it actually start to go a little bit higher? There's always a possibility, but maybe not today. Alright, just maybe not today. Alright, so that is for the gold. But going forward, are we going to be bearish on the gold? On the fundamental level, that's something for us to reconsider. Alright, so that is for the gold. Alright, moving on, we have the Nasdaq. So it came down, right, after FOMC, and the next day it went all the way up, right? So if you look at the daily time frame, came down, right, found support somewhere right here. I think this is very near to the level that we mentioned, and then it goes all the way up. Now it is back at the top of this rising wedge. So if this is going to be so if it's going to continue going upwards, then very soon it will be able to reach 14,500 level, which we have mentioned this week itself, the level that we actually wanted to sell the Nasdaq. So the only thing that we are going to wait for is to see if the price is able to continue to go up. Alright, and if it does, then we are having an opportunity to actually sell the Nasdaq again. Alright, first level we can actually look at is about 14,300. It may not necessarily goes all the way into the 14,500 area. Okay, but if it reaches this level and we start to see some sort of reversal, I think that we can actually start to look to sell at this level. But if it's able to go into this level, of course that will be the best price for us to sell. So I think for myself, I will just wait patiently, right, for it to reach at least into this region. So if let's say we were So if let's say we have the opportunity to sell at this level, then it will be somewhere right here. Stop loss just well above 14,500, and the target wise will come back to right here, alright, the previous high 10 supports, and then all the way down, right. The main target I'm looking at is still back to the equilibrium level at 13,800. Alright, is this going to happen or not? I'm not too sure. Alright, because if the Federal Reserve is going to start tightening the monetary policy, if that's the sentiment going on in the market right now, then it is not a good thing for the stock market, alright, very simply. So I think just for today, right, if it's able to come back to the bottom of the channel, I think that will be great enough. Alright, so I won't be I don't want to be too greedy or about it, and I just want to be more steady in a way, right? Having a proper risk-reward ratio is the most important thing. So this will be our trading plan for the Nasdaq. All right, next we have the US oil. So in the daily time frame, it fell for the second consecutive days. Today it is still kind of bearish, but it seems to have found support right at the top of the previous running channel, and of course a very obvious demand zone for us to take note. So right now in the following time frame, I don't think that US oil will just keep on going down simply because of the rising in oil demand as major economies continues to open up even more, and travel start to has kind of revive in a way. Of course, not back to the pre-pandemic level. That will still take us a few more years. So at least right now, I think the oil markets will still continue to go up. So if right now it's able to find a great demand right here, a support right here, then going forward, I want to start to look to buy the US oil again. All right, at the very least, based on this swing low to swing high we have right here, the price is already sitting at 61.8%. So if you ask me, is it right now a good chance to buy the US oil? I think we do have a case. So in fact, right now, I think it's a pretty good time to buy. If you say that we are going to buy right now at this price, stop loss will be right at the bottom. Take profit target, I'll just go all the way at least to the supply zone right here, right, support and resistance. Last but not least, of course, back to the previous high and then to the top of the channel, right, and that will be at about 73.47. Like I've said a lot of times, our main targets will always be the major equilibrium level, or rather that's the upside I'm looking at, right? Not the main target for this trade itself or for this trading plan. We are definitely expecting the price to go all the way back to the major equilibrium level. All right, that is still well below the historical high, so it's very achievable, all right, from what I see. All right, so if I were to just look at the top of the channel, then this will be it, 73.5. Right, if we would enter here, I think again, based on the stop loss and the take profit, we have a pretty good risk-reward ratio for this trade. Alright, last but not least, we have the Bitcoin. Alright, so let's look at daily time frame. So right after FOMC, we also see that the Bitcoin came all the way down, and on the second day itself, it is not bearish at all. It is not really bearish. Rather, it actually found support right at the bottom of the rising channel, and of course the demand zone right here. And today we are still seeing support as well. So coming into the 4-hour time frame, all right, if we right now we just want to right now if we were to readjust this channel, right, trying to connect the top instead, then right now the price is already sitting at the bottom of the channel with supports being seen. So if you want to buy the Bitcoin, I think right now we already have a condition to do so, right? There's multiple supports, came down, still finds buyers. If it's able to break higher and we wait for a pullback to this level, then we can definitely look to buy the Bitcoin again. Of course, for a better confirmation, we just want to see it break out of this trend line right here, right, that connects the high going downwards. Then we'll be out of this level, right, coming back again, right, retest, and then we can go for the buy. So let's say if we be able to buy somewhere right here, right, stop loss will be all the way back to the previous low, and then take profit wise, okay, back to this area, because this is the breakout area. So definitely there will be some sort of supply going all the way up, okay, will be towards the top of the channel, or rather maybe we'll just look at this key resistance, right? Will be much clearer if I were to go back to the daily time frame. This level itself is a very important level, as it is the resistance turn support level, all right, in the bigger time frame. Or you also see support here, resistance as well. So once it comes back to this level, I think it will be good enough for us to consider taking profits at this area. All right, so this is the trading plan for the Bitcoin for today. So with that, I've come to the end of today's forecast. All right, thank you for watching. If you like what we are doing, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel as well. All right, see you next day.